For the first year in quite a while, all of our members are reporting that they're busy in all segments of the industry. I think commercial sector seems to be very solid, residential sector, really strong year, and we're beginning to feel pressures from the problems that are created by having a really solid roofing economy this year. The biggest problem, of course, that we hear about almost every day is a shortage of qualified labor. I was talking to a couple of members today. One of them said, I could hire 40 people tomorrow if I knew where to get them. And another member said, I could use 20 people. I've been looking to hire 20 people for the last 2 years without any success. So that's an issue. It's a problem that I'm afraid is going to be with the roofing industry for quite a while. At NRCA, we're addressing it in a number of different ways. First of all, we're working with schools of construction management to try to be sure that they understand, those students understand the value and importance of roofing as part of the construction process. We're also working with those schools trying to recruit some of those students to come into the industry, obviously not as field workers, but more as in supervisory positions, which is also a need that we have today and we're going to continue to have in the coming years. We've also developed this year a new career center, an online program that has tools for our members to use to help in their recruiting efforts. And it also includes, the career center also includes job posting services, 2 of them, to help members actually find and hire workers. And then finally, we're at the beginning stages of developing a truly significant, structured national worker training program that will be part of a career path-based learning that we know is so important to our ability to attract and hire new people to come into the industry. Surveys tell us repeatedly that one of the things that new workers expect and look for when they come into industries like ours is to be trained and to have an understandable, definable career path. So we'll be working on that. We'll be making more announcements about that in the months ahead, but that's something that we can certainly look forward to. Our members also tell us that the onslaught of government regulation is continuing, and obviously there are a lot of different regulations that our members are having to contend with. The most recent ones this year anyway are of course, from OSHA, we have a new rule on silica that will go, that is now in effect. It'll begin to be enforced in June of 2017. NRCA is going to be collecting data to help our members better understand what the risks are, what the hazards are, and better mitigate some of the opportunities that OSHA might have to cite our members for silica rule violations. One other regulation that's a little bit more promising for us is the Federal Aviation Administration has just revised its rules on the commercial use of drones, made it a lot easier for people to operate drones for commercial purposes. We think that is going to create some huge opportunities for the roofing industry, for our members, and we are actually very pleased with most of what the FAA did. They took a lot of our comments into account in the final rule, and we think it's going to wind up being a very workable kind of regulation. We also, as we look forward in the roofing industry this year, of course, one of the highlights is going to be the 2017 IRE, which will be in Las Vegas, March 1 to 3 of next year. Informa, the organization that produces the show, has announced that housing is now open at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. So we encourage all of our members not only to be at the show, but to get their housing taken care of as soon as they can, just to make sure that they're protected. Obviously make travel plans as soon as you can, and we're looking forward to another record turnout at that show. And finally, if you'll indulge me for a second, I want to offer a personal note at the end of this, because this will be my last annual message to members. And just wanted to take a moment and say thank you for allowing me to serve in this position for the last 28.5 years. And thank you especially for all the good work that you do every day in your businesses and in your communities to help make this wonderful industry so much better. So thanks, have a good year, and we hope to see you in Las Vegas.